Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check.
Anything you want to do today? Twist? Okay.
Outer hip, like TFL and TBAC.
Sounds like Tuesday. That's not working. I'll figure out the music when we get going. All right, take a nice seat. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths. Full breath in, complete breath out. This is where we set our intention or we turn inward, right? We prepare ourselves to practice. And that's the greatest part of yoga. We're just going to practice. Some things are going to be accessible to us, just like some things are going to be more challenging, but that's all just part of your practice. You always hear me say a lot like, success is just you trying something, right? It doesn't have to be this crazy full extension of the pose. If you've always had your blocks on the, I'm just making something up. If you ever had your blocks super high and you try to lower them down one time and then you change your mind, well, you tried, right? You tried to move the practice a little bit further. And that's all yoga ever asks. So you just keep practicing. So it takes all the anxiety out of that shit, right? We're just going to come to the mat. We're going to be ourselves. We're going to practice the best that we can. And your practice is going to change. It's going to ebb and flow, right? You know that through our postures. Sometimes it's going to be a little fiery. It's always going to balance itself out, right? And it's going to chill a little bit. And it'll pick back up. And it'll even back off. And that's the play. Just like in your breath. Here, your heart rate's low. We're not really moving. We're hanging. We're chilling. So the heart rate's low, which means the breath is calm. It's easy. When we start linking postures and challenging ourselves, yeah, the heart rate's going to come up, so then the pace of the breath is going to come up a little bit. And that's why we count out the breath. So right here, listen to yourself breathe. All right, we're refining our breath. We're slowing down the beginning of the inhale, and we're pushing a little more on the end of the exhale. We're counting out the breath, and that's what the counting out the breath is. If the inhale takes 2 or 3 seconds, make the exhale take the same 2 or 3 seconds. When we start to move in our practice, let's say we were coming from downward dog to plank, that should take 2 or 3 seconds because that's how long your inhale is. Just like lowering in chaturanga will take 2 or 3 seconds because that's how long your exhale is. That you hear me talk about, like having the tempo of your practice. Maybe find Ujjayi breath where the air rebounds off the back of the throat. The next inhale, let the arms lift. Let the exhale bring the fingertips and the knuckle pads to root. Let the heels of the hands lightly touch. Let that breath come to the space between your palms. And one time together to initiate our practice. Together the sound of Om. All together. Deep breath in. Beautiful. As we softly bow our head to our heart, our heads to each other's hearts. Inhale, lift the head, open the eyes, release the hands. Let's start out all fours, hands and knees. So low mountain. Hands are an inch or two in front of your shoulders, knees are an inch or two behind your hips. Pointer fingers are straight forward or turned out a little bit. We just don't want this where they're turned in, right? We want to go out that touch or straight forward. Spread your fingers evenly. Start to claw into the floor. So heavy here underneath your fingertips. Heavy here underneath your knuckle pads. So if your fingers, these finger bones come up, that's no problem. That's creating an arch. Right? That's what we want. Dissipate weight here, dissipate weight here. We don't want the weight in the heel of the hand. So right now, lift the heels of your hands up. That's called the ridge tops. You feel where the weight's going, the fingertips and the knuckle pads. That's where we want it. Now gently put the heels of the hands down. The main weight that we're bearing are those two spaces so that any moment you're nice and light in the heels of your hands. In your feet, curl your toes. Sweep your inner heels out because they're going to try to do this. So we sweep out. Then we hug our shins in. Then we pull our heels to our butt. Pull your pelvic floor in. Pull your belly button in. Pull those shutters closed, so the top of the abdominal wall. Draw the ribs towards the spine. Slide the back of your neck to the ceiling. Bring the chin to the chest just a little bit so your gaze is right across your fingertips. And now breathe. Hugging every muscle into bone. Starting to stabilize yourself. Feeling the ribs expand in all directions, front to back, top to bottom, side to side. And then when you're ready, cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back, lift the sit bones, reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, round the back. Look to your belly, lengthen your sit bones to your heels. Your inhale, arch. Your exhale, round. So remember we said before about the 2 or 3 second thing, the length of the breath. So the inhale's 2 seconds. It's going to take me 2 seconds to arch my back. My exhale's 2 seconds. It'll take me 2 full seconds to round through my back, or whatever the length of your breath is. The integration here on the inhale, heads of the arm bones root nice and deep. The engagement in the low back, these low spinal erectors, you're feeling this, right? Engaging. Then on the exhale, upper back, like thoracic spine and cervical spine, your neck and your upper back, look to your belly nice and deep. Lumbar spine, you're going to lengthen those sit bones behind the knees. One more. And then come to a neutral position, so find that low mountain. Take a few breaths here. Step back to plank. The shoulders are going to line up on top of the wrist crease. So you see how this is stacked up. And I'm reaching out of my heels. I'm in dorsiflexion. Not this. And definitely not this. This. Heels back. We'll go feet straight up and down when we go to chaturanga in a few. But here in plank, we want to keep those heels reaching back. Now lift the hips, downward dog. Same thing in downward dog. Right? Even if your heels aren't reaching the floor, we still want to reach back out of them. If it's more comfortable to bend your knees, you'll come up a little higher on the balls of the feet, but there's still that action of reaching the heels back. Now, if you do want to bend your knees in that downward dog, bend it. will work the upper body a little easier. So we want to hug the hands in. You're going to feel your forearms engage. Your biceps, you're going to squeeze those biceps. As the inner biceps lift up, right, there's a difference between inner and outer. Feel the inner biceps lift up, and the shoulders move out away from your neck. Look forward towards the heels of your hands. Pelvic floor, belly and shutters for the core. In the legs, pull those, keep sweeping the heels out. Pull your heels to your butt and your butt to your heels. Then maybe try to straighten your legs. Kneecaps, pull them up to your waist. Don't push them to the wall behind you. One more breath. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Keep it going. Stay with your breath. Remember the 2 or 3 second thing? 2 or 3 seconds to drive into plank. 2 or 3 seconds to push back to downward dog. We'll do 2 more. As we move a little more dynamic here through the hips, through the arms and the shoulders. Next one, as you come forward to plank, now the feet go straight up and down, right? Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take 3 nice breaths. So you can stay low down here. You can come up a little higher, but shoulders go back and down away from your ears. After your 3 breaths, lower the chest. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Now, if it felt better to bend the knees, bend the knees. If it feels better to straighten the legs, straighten the legs. It's not a right or wrong. It's just where you want to express the pose to. But don't lose the neck. Keep looking towards the heels of the hands. Don't lose the core. Keep pushing the hands down and forward and take the chest back towards your toenails. But like we talked about before, feel that you're heavy in your fingertips. You're heavy in your knuckle pads. See, if I want to lift the heels of my hands up, I can just lift them up. That's how much weight I got in my fingertips and my knuckle pads. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take the 3 breaths. Charge those legs up. So sweep those inner heels out. Hug those shins in. Heels to butt, butt to heels. Belly button. Head and shoulders back. Back to chaturanga or lower your chest. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Nice, y'all. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. High in your fingertips of your blocks. Give yourself that space. Front knee's going to stack up on top of the ankle. We're going to track it in line with this second toe, the one next to your big toe. Back heel straight up. It's going to try to do this. So you're going to have to sweep it out that little bit. Now keep pushing down. Keep pulling that front heel back, those back toes forward. Keep hugging those shins into the midline. Go back to the core. So from pelvic floor, belly and shutters, slide the neck back so you're looking out in front of you. Yep. One more breath. Left hand stays down, right elbow draws back. Maybe reach up. Keep spinning that left bicep forward so the shoulder stays rooted back. Don't let this left hip drop. It's going to want to do this on your twist. It's got to be way up here. The twist is happening in the thoracic spine, above the waist. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center, place the hand down, step back, downward dog, move through one vinyasa. We talk about that a lot, right? Twists are above the waist, specifically in your thoracic spine. That's your middle upper back. That's where the big moves are going to happen. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. I don't know what's going on with the sound system. It's got a mind of its own some days. So nice and high here on the fingertips of the blocks. Then remember we said we want to challenge ourselves. So if I want to go a little bit deeper here, all the rules apply, right? I'm hugged in, everything's set. But now maybe I'm going to move the blocks. I'm going to try to bring my hands down a little bit further. If this happened, then I know I'm not in alignment anymore, right? I got to boost back up. But if I can go deeper in that flexion of the hip, I could still hold the spine, then yeah, give yourself that challenge. Reach back out of the heel. Reach forward out of the knee and the crown of the head, even breathe side to side. Right hand stays down. Turn the bicep forward to root the shoulder back. Draw the left elbow back, maybe reach up. Try to bring that front thigh parallel with the floor the best that you can. And as you reach back out of the heel, when you reach forward out of the crown of the head, the spine gets long. Now that's more space to twist into it. Maybe look up. Nice, y'all. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hand down. Step back, downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. And downward dog, full breath in, complete breath out. Do a few rounds of those. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. Belly's in, sit bones are down, reach up. Maybe curl back a little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Take the right hand to the outside of the left calf or shin. Left hand, you'll go fingertips. Maybe your block. Maybe your hip. Maybe you flare the arm. Go for it. Maybe even look up as you play with the balance a little bit. Inhale, come back to center. Pause down the middle. When you're ready, swap the hands. If you're going to reach your right hand up to the sky, you want to take the back of your left hand to the outside of your ankle. So you go external rotation or supination in that arm. Then we reach up. Then maybe we look up. Inhale, come back to center. Next inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up. Big reach. Curl back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace those fingers. Fill those ribs up with breath. So nice big inhale. And then exhale, take the shoulders back. Maybe the hands away from your back a little bit here. This is how we get it to come up through the forearms and the bicep. If we reach down, we're starting to work these upper traps here. If we start to take the hands away, we start to work through the forearms and the bicep, through the pecs a little bit deeper. Your chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, the arms up. Maybe curl back that little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sit back, Utkatasana. Right hand goes across the body to the outside of the thigh. Left hand meets. Push them together. Fingertips and knuckle pads. Use that to rotate open. Maybe flare the arm if you want to extend a little bit more. Inhale, come back to center, sit back nice and deep. Take that left hand across the body. Elbow to the outside of the knee. Push the right hand into the left. Use that force feedback to start to twist open. Maybe extending the arms if that feels good to you. Inhale, come back to center. Sit back nice and deep. Push down, rise up. Nice, y'all. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Keep that weight balanced in the feet from your heels through the outer edge of the foot to the pinky toe mound. Widen the foot to the midline so the big toe mound will root. You'll see the arches coming to life. Keep hugging the shins up, like pulling your shins in and pulling the energy up the insides of the legs. Kneecaps to waist, heels to butt. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step the right leg back, lunge. Inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana, one crescent. So front knees on top of the ankle. Back heel straight up. It's going to try to fall in this way. So sweep it out that little bit. Now keep pushing down, keep hugging in. Maybe curl back for that one breath. Let the inhale come up. Take that right hand across the body. Bring it to the outside of the knee. Let the left hand meet. Push the hands together. Take the twist. If you want to flare the arms again, flare them. Inhale, come back. Warrior one. Push from that back foot to the front heel. Step forward. Sit back. Fold. Bend the knees. Reach that left leg back. Lunge. Inhale, come up. Virabhadrasana, one crescent. Put the power in the legs. Bring it up through the core. In the arms here, like you're squeezing a beach ball. Reach up through your thumbs. Maybe curl back. Inhale, come up. Left hand goes across the body. So the side body's long here when we twist into it. Then maybe the hands push together. You feel the force feedback to rotate open a little bit more. Maybe the arms flare up. Inhale, come back to that warrior one. Push from that back foot to the front heel. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Nice, y'all. Exhale, fold. Walk the hand, look forward, walk the hands out in front of you. About a foot or so. Use your block if you need to boost up a little more. Reach the right leg straight back, come to standing split. Lift from the inner upper edge of the thigh as compared to the outside of the hip. That'll help keep the toes pointing straight down and the hips square. Now reach your right heel behind you till your left heel gets real heavy and you can move your left toes. Keep that. If you want to stay here, stay here. If you want to twist, the right hand stays down, the left elbow draws back. Maybe we reach up. But keep reaching that right heel back. Inhale, come back to center, take a breath. Lower the leg. Take another breath. When you're ready, reach that left leg straight back. If you look down your leg, you scan down your leg, your toes should be pointing straight to the floor. The misalignment is the pinky toe turns out. Then reach that left heel back till your right heel's heavy and you can move the toes on your right foot. If you want to stay here, stay here. If you're going to go for the twist, the left hand stays down, the right elbow draws back. Maybe we reach up. See, when you keep the weight in the heel on that right foot, that's how the left hand stays light. It's there just for a little support. Inhale, come back to center, lower the leg, walk the hands back in, sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up. Nice, y'all. Maybe curl back that little bit. Hips stay back, right? Heels heavy, inner thighs back, sacrum back, shutters closed. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through your vinyasa 3 times. So stay with that little flow we got going on. We're playing a little dynamic here. We're moving through. It's just another challenge. When we move a little more dynamic, that means we have to be able to accelerate, we have to be able to decelerate, we have to be able to stabilize ourselves, right? Start, stop, and hold. We'll meet back in downward dog. Full breath in, complete breath out. Take your right hand, push it down and forward.
Let the left hand go to the outside of the right calf or shin. So when you push that right hand down and forward, it brings the weight back into your legs. That's how it makes this a little more accessible. Inhale, come back to center, place the hand down, push it down and forward, and then swap right to the outside of left. Not easy, but it gets easier. Inhale, unwind. Next inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Exhale, lower back to chaturanga, or lower your chest. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. Spin the back heel. Come up, bent arm to bent knee. So we're on a balance beam. Our front heel is in line with our back arch. That front knee is going to stack on top of the ankle, and we're going to do our best to get it to track that second toe. But right now, these adductors are what we're stretching. That's why the knee wants to do this and pull in. We have to stretch these muscles. So set yourself up, plug the arm in, sweep it up. Open the right side body. See, this wants to happen. We want to cram into. We got to open the right side up. Now we can start to lengthen the sit bone down to the heel. Or sweep your heel to the left and the knee opens to the bricks. If your elbow's on your knee, you can kind of persuade the knee towards the bricks a little bit. Maybe right hand down to the block of the floor. Maybe start to rotate open, top of the ribs back, bottom of the ribs forward. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Push the leg straight. Square your toes. We're going to go to wide-legged forward fold towards the wall with the window and the door. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Hug those arches together so those hips don't pop. That kept happening. That's your femur moving around your hip socket. You want to pull your arches together to keep that from happening. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Next inhale, look forward. Walk your hands towards your left foot. Take your, or the same side, your right hand, you're going to turn the palm forward and go to the back, like through your legs, and grab the outside of the leg. The left hand is going to come high on the fingertips, or your block. Twist underneath that left arm. Inhale, come back to center. Next inhale, look forward. Walk the hands towards that right foot. Spin the toes forward and the back heel up. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Full breath in. Complete breath out. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. Spin that back heel. Come up, bent arm to bent knee. Sweep that bicep up along the cheek. Yep. You're going to go hand down. See, I don't want this to happen, this like side crescent. I got to open up that left side body so long from hip to armpit. The belly's in. Close those shutters. Yeah, so the spine's tall. Now we can start to rotate open. And breathe. One more breath. Push into that front heel. Inhale, come up into warrior two. Then we push the front leg straight. We square those toes forward. We inhale the arms up overhead. We exhale, fold. Hug those arches together. Inhale, look forward, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold down the middle. Then if you want to stay here, stay here. If you want to look forward, walk your hands towards the right foot. You're going to take the left hand. I'm going to turn that palm forward so the thumb's down. It goes underneath my leg to the outside of my ankle. Let that right hand come high on the fingertips. Start to peek underneath the arm as you twist. Not a twist we do a lot, but interesting. Inhale, come back to center. Take the breath. Walk your hands towards that left foot. Spin the toes forward and the back heel up. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. When you get back to downward dog, exhale, lower your knees. Take a little break. Nice, y'all. Take your time. All right, let's meet all fours. When you're ready, step back to plank. And push back to downward dog. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. Exhale, lower the back knee. Actually, let's do lizard first, and then we can work into twisted monkey. So you can take your right foot out to the edge of the mat a little bit. You could even turn the toes open that touch. Yep. Now your blocks would be your friend, right, to help boost up a little. Now, this pose is asymmetrical, but what always happens is this left hip wants to dump down like this. So the little trick that I always show y'all is bring your inside arm down first. So let the right arm come down, then let the left one meet. And it'll just help hold that left hip up that little bit. The other action is you want to keep dragging that back knee forward. It's going to keep power working up into the hip. Look forward, try to keep the spine as long as possible here. What wants to happen? The upper back strides around. So do your best to keep looking out in front of you. Now you want to fire this up, you lift that back knee a little. Keep hugging this right knee in, don't let it blow out the side. Try to keep hugging it in line with this second toe. Now reach back out of the heel. Now as you pull the front heel back to you, reach forward out of the knee. Keep reaching forward out of the crown of the head. One more breath. Exhale, lower the knee. Inhale, come up. Bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand, opposite hand. Walk your left hand forward so your thumb is across from your big toe. Go into the twist here. So you got to open the right side of the chest to the sky. Pulling the heel is last. Keep dragging the back knee forward, bring the belly button to the spine. Now bring the heel to the sit bone. Yeah, that part's last. That left bicep, keep turning it forward to the front of the mat so that the left shoulder roots back and you can lean into that left arm like a kickstand. Keep reaching forward out of the crown of the head so the spine is tall as you twist a little deeper into the pose. Draw that heel to the sit bone. One more breath. Watch the boing as you release. Inhale, come back to center. Wiggle the foot in, place the hand down. Lift that back knee, downward dog. It's a lot there, right? Definitely. Pedal, swivel, wiggle a little bit here. Feel the difference. Come to neutral. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. Exhale, lower the back knee. We take the left foot out to the edge of the mat. We turn the toes open. Makes it a little more accessible here in the inner thigh. The blocks are your friend. We're going to lower that inside arm, so the left this time. If you can lower both arms at the same time, awesome. If that little trick helps you hold the pose a little bit, same awesome. For me, it just helps me not have to rebuild that right hip up. Remember, anytime that you build something and then like it crumbles a little bit, you got to build that up again, right? That means you're doing shit twice. And I don't care if it's yoga, weights, running. I try to make $1 out of 15 cents in anything exercise, all right? So if we're going to do something, let's do it once and let's hold on to it, right? Don't keep doing shit over and over again. It's just a waste of energy. If you want to lift that back knee, lift it. If you're going to reach back out of the heel, go for it. You feel more extension. As you pull, feel that extension out of that front knee, though, as you pull that left heel back to you. Then the knee reaches forward. We make organic expansion in that super deep flexed hip crease on the left side. If the knee's up, lower it down. Inhale, come up. Bend your right knee, reach back with your left hand. So if you feel like you need to, just shift your weight back this way. See how I start to straighten my front leg? That lets me grab my back leg a little bit easier. Then I can bend back into this front leg. Then you're going to have your right thumb across from your left big toe. The pose is a twist, right? So before you pull the heel, twist open. Then start to intensify in a positive way that quad stretch. And breathe. Keep that right bicep turning forward. Keep that right shoulder back. Keep opening into the twist. Maybe looking up to the sky. Heel to sit bone. One more breath. Watch the bowing as you release. Inhale, come back to center. Wiggle the foot in. Place the hands, lift the back knee, downward dog. Wiggle, pedal, swivel a little bit, whatever feels good. Exhale, lower your knees. All right, we played with this the other day, so let's give Astavakrasana. We'll work baby cradle in Astavakrasana. Those of you that want to try that arm balance, you can. This is a twisting arm balance, which is why I do this when we do twists a lot, right? This is one of those poses. So we'll give everybody a couple stops. Play wherever feels good to you. You know one's not better than the other. So bend your right leg. Bring your heel to the outside of your hip. Bring your left foot into either the crease of your elbow, like this, or bring your right hand underneath your ankle and your left hand underneath your calf. So you can sit up nice and tall. Yep. If your foot is in the crease of your elbow, we don't want this where it's sickling. We want to push out of the big toe mound and pull the pinky toe side of the foot back. So the ankles, see my ankle's neutral as compared to this. We want this. It's beyond your ankle. Really, we're trying to protect the knee up here. Muscle energy, right? Shoot some energy up into the knee and holds it. I tell you all the time, knees are awesome this way and terrible this way. So when it's in this plane, right, we want to make sure that it's safe, it's engaged. And then as the name implies, baby cradle, the leg goes side to side a little bit. If that feels good, we're here in the back of the hip and we're down the back of the leg. Now some of you are going to want to stay here, awesome. Some of you want to work Astavakrasana, you're going to lift the left leg up, you're going to take it high on the arm. You're going to squeeze your arm between your leg. Otherwise, you just do this. Bend your, lean forward, take your hands down to the floor. My hands are just like downward dog, just like they'd be if I was doing downward dog, no different. Here's some core. Right goes over left, then the feet go to the outside of the hand. Bend both elbows, because I always see this on the right arm. You got to bend both elbows. You're going to squeeze your thighs together. Take that right shoulder back. Left foot to the outside of your left hand. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Now bend both elbows. Bend your elbows. Bend your elbows. Bend your elbows. Yes. Yes. Right? Remember, this always wants to happen.
In this instance, this arm balance is chaturanga. So the shoulder, I think of when I'm in chaturanga, my shoulders and my elbows are the same height. Same thing here in this arm balance. They're the same height, right? Come on, let's try side two. So you set yourself up, whatever's comfortable, whatever space feels good, so we can work the back of the hip and the back of the leg. Sitting up nice and tall. See, as you hug your leg into your chest, you can lift up. There's that little bit of force feedback. Or sometimes I say ground force tension, right? Push down, rise up, that's the idea. You're using that resistance. And then if you want to stay here, stay here. If you want to lift the leg, your right arm goes underneath. You squeeze. Place the hands. Left ankle over right. Feet to the outside of the hand. Bend both elbows. Remember, I got to go to chaturanga. Yes, yes, keep going, keep going. Yes, bend back into it. Nice. Awesome. And then let's meet back. All right. Grab your mats, find a spot on the wall. We'll go upside down. I'll hit a little more TFL IT band once we get back to the floor. So if you're at home, you don't have the wall to kick up on, you can always lay on your back. Bend your knees. Hug that knee to your chest. Reach the one leg up to the sky. Take a bunch of breaths, and then you just swap into side two. If you are at home or in the studio, it's not your day to invert. You're always welcome to go legs up the wall or do any pose that feels good to you. We did wide-legged forward fold today, so I prepped that up for those of you that want to do wide-legged forward fold, legs wide in tripod or a headstand, and then you can twist from there, okay? If you want to play that down into your twisted crow, feel free. I'm going to talk everyone downward dog and L pose. If you want to play with that handstand, headstand, tripod, pincha, any of those other ones we talked about, go for it on your own whenever you're ready, all right? If you're going to stick with me, all fours, hands and knees, feet are touching the wall. Then we take a couple breaths. When we're ready, we lift the knees and the hips, come to a short downward dog. Step one foot up the wall, and then the second foot up the wall. Nice, y'all. With the knees bent, you'd be in downward dog inverted. With the legs straight, you'd be in L pose. We made that split today. So in L pose, if you want to reach the one leg up, we made that. Yeah, we made that pose. Yeah, Nat, nice. And you stay as long as you want. When you're ready, you come down. Maybe you try again. Nice. That's it, keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. The misalignment in the inversion is when you go to kick up, you hold your breath. You want it to be an exhale. All right, when you go to kick up. I mean, it's like physically, the exhale draws your transverse abdominis in, right? Your deepest of your abdominal walls, your muscle. So it pulls that in. But like mentally or emotionally, exhale kind of calms you, right? What do you do when you're annoyed or pissed off? Or like you go, right, that shit means something. Well, it's the same thing here. When you exhale, it just sets everything up for you to go up comfortably. You are going ass over head, right? It's an interesting place, but it's just another place to play, right? In our game, yoga just gives us another challenge. All right, let's meet on our backs. Knees are bent, feet are on the floor. Feel your heels with your fingertips. That's how we know we stack up the knees on top of the ankles. Sacrum is flat, so belly button to spine. Shutters are closed. Head and shoulders back. If you want a little more support, robot your arms. So like your fingertips or your fingers are towards the sky. Now, just like we've been doing all day, charge those legs up. So you got to push into your heels. You got to sweep your inner heels out, glutes. You got to hug your shins in, inner thighs. You got to pull your heels to your butt, hamstrings. Go back to the core. When you're ready, slowly lift the hips, come to bridge. Now keep the belly button to the spine. The sit bones, lengthen them to the backs of your knees. So your lumbar is nice and solid here. And the back bend's happening in that thoracic spine, that middle upper back, like right between your shoulder blades, but from your head to your butt. I played this with y'all a few weeks ago. If you want, take your right hand, reach over your left shoulder. Come back to center. Keep those hips up. Belly in, shutters closed. Maybe the left hand reaches over the right shoulder. Come back to center. One more breath. As you lower the hips down, keep lengthening the sit bones to the backs of your knees so your sacrum lands flat. Take the feet wide, let the knees touch, one hand on your heart, one hand on your low belly. Nice, y'all. I showed y'all that a few weeks ago. I do that a lot downstairs in Soma. But I showed y'all that a few weeks ago. That little, it's kind of like a light twist and a back bend, but it's pretty safe and pretty solid. Inhale, the knees back to center. Because it's not real deep, right? Still very controlled. So I'll first talk you into bridge, and then the second one wheel, but play with what feels good to you. If it felt good to reach over the shoulder, go for it. If it feels better to stay neutral, stay neutral. You all know, right? What feels better in this moment? That's where you need to go towards. Here we go. Set it up. Charge it up. When you're ready, slowly lift the hips, come to bridge. So if you're going to stay here or work anything of the bridge variations, stay here. If you're going to go into wheel, place your hands wide to the edges of your mat. You want to turn those hands out. You want to plug those shoulders in, push down to come up. Lifting the heels lengthens the curve, makes it a little more accessible for us. Stay engaged, one more breath. When you're ready, slowly lower down. Take the feet wide, let the knees touch. If your right hand was on your heart, left hand on your heart, opposite hand on your low belly. Nice, y'all. And then open the knees, windshield wiper side to side. When you balance the sides out, come to neutral.
Hug those knees into your chest a little bit. Keep your right knee in. Lower your left bent knee to the floor. Take your left hand to the outside of your right foot, the pinky toe side. Reach the heel to the sky. Take the leg, just cross the midline here to get into this TFL and IT band. So in this part of the pose, keep the right hip down. And here's the TFL and IT band. If you're not a tight TFL IT band person, you tend to feel it here, more on the outside of your shin from knee to ankle. Now, the other day we worked straight in that bottom leg, right? If that feels good. If you want to go even further here, roll towards the left hip, keep the right shoulder rooted down. Yeah. Nice, y'all. One more breath. Bend the knee. Inhale, come back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. The left knee stays in. The right knee, the right leg goes to the floor with the knee bent. Right hand to the left side of or the pinky toe side of your left foot. Reach the heel to the sky. Back of the leg. Keep the left hip down. Take the leg to the right, TFL and IT band. Stay in here, awesome. Pushing that right leg straight so the back of the thigh roots to the floor, awesome. Rolling towards that right hip, keeping the left shoulder down for the twist, same awesome. Play where what feels good to you. Bend the knee, come back to center, release the foot, reach the legs out, straight, reach the arms up overhead, spread the fingers, spread the toes. Feel all that space that we make. Hug the knees to your chest. Take your block between your knees, either between your thighs or, to make it a little more challenging, between your calf muscles. Keep everything like 90 degrees. So foot to shin, 90-degree angle. Shin to knee, 90-degree angle. Thigh to upper trunk, 90-degree angle. Sweep your heels away from each other. They're going to try to go in. Sweep them away. Hands out to the side will give you a little more support. Hands closer to your body will be more challenging. When you're ready, exhale, lower the knees to the right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lower to the left. Inhale, come back up. Keep it going. Little dynamic twist here. Accelerate, decelerate, stabilize. Feel that good work through the spine. Those obliques, those spinal erectors. Let's do one more each side. Stay with your breath. When you balance both sides out, come to neutral, release the block. Take your legs out straight, reach the arms up overhead, take a nice big stretch. Spread the fingers in those toes, reach the arms and the legs, pull that belly button to the spine, pull those shutters closed. When you're ready, hug the knees to the chest, take the knees wide, come to happy baby. Ananda Balasana. So sacrum is flat here, which means sit bones need to go down to the yoga mat. See, this is the misalignment where we roll to our lumbar spine. You got to keep your sit bones going down. So sometimes when this is, we did some adductor stuff today. So This is a little more accessible for me. On the days that this isn't accessible, I just hold here. And then as the knees draw towards your ears, you get that nice opener in the inside of the thighs, you get that nice opener in the back of the hip. If you want to reach one leg out or both legs out, whatever feels good to you. And when you're ready, inhale the knees to center, exhale the legs out straight. We'll take Shavasana. Beautiful practice, crew. Feel free to add or remove layers or props. I'm going to talk everyone through laying flat. You're more than welcome to do a variation that feels good to you. And here as we lay back, we let the legs stretch out. The feet gently roll open. The arms come along the sides. The shoulders settle back. That open palm turns to the sky. Maybe the eyes close and the tongue softens from the roof of the mouth as we feel the body getting heavy. The mind softening back to the breath, the heart opening. We get ready to go and play in that practice of life. Where we go about every challenge the same. We take a breath, we set a foundation, we engage, we express the best that we have, best that we can in that moment. Yoga shows us that. Here on the mat, those challenges can be a lot more fun in life. Sometimes it's a little more serious, but we still have to set ourselves up for success. Stay with our breath. Hold on to the things that we build and express out what we can. Begin here to draw in a deeper breath. Feeling the breath as it washes over the body. Your toes, your fingers, the crown of your head, your heart. We reawaken that better version of yourself. Fingers and the toes begin to wiggle. The arms and the legs begin to stretch or reach. Moving in a way that feels good to you. Taking your time. Moving slowly and consciously. Aware of each action. Ready, you can hug your knees to your chest. Roll to your right side. Just push your hands down, come up to a seated position. We'll meet together with our eyes closed, with our hands in front of our hearts. And one more time to seal in our practice, our time together, the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Beautiful. As we softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. For all of that hard work and that determination, that challenge, the love and the support you always give each other, it's to you that I bow. Namaste. Thanks, crew. Super fun. You know, if you have any questions, get me before you go. Maybe I'll see some of y'all tomorrow. Remember, I'm still gone on Saturdays for a couple weeks.